Alright, so Apple's next big thing is on the horizon. We are talking about the iPhone 17. Everyone is already buzzing about it. It is expected to arrive in September 2025. This is the usual time Apple picks for new iPhones. People want to know what new features it will bring. 4 new iPhone models are what we expect. There will be the standard iPhone 17, then a new model called the iPhone 17 Air, and of course the iPhone 17 Pro. Finally, the biggest one, the iPhone 17 Pro Max. This lineup sounds interesting, especially the Air. It means more choices for everyone. Each model will likely have its own special features. One model might not make a comeback this time. That is the iPhone Plus model. It seems the Plus model was not super popular, so Apple might be dropping it for the 17 series. This means the iPhone 17 lineup could be a big refresh. Maybe the most significant upgrade in a few years, so yeah, the iPhone 17 is definitely getting real. So, let's talk about how these new iPhones will look. The iPhone 17 series is set for some big design changes. The iPhone 17 Air in particular could look very new. Rumors say it will be incredibly thin, think much thinner than current iPhones. This could make it very comfortable to hold. The Pro models might also get a new feel. Apple might switch from titanium back to aluminum frames. This would be an interesting change for Pro users. Titanium was a big feature for iPhone 15 Pro. Aluminum could make them lighter or perhaps different. We will have to wait and see the final materials. The feel of the phone is super important. Some models could feature a brand new camera bump. Instead of the square, it might be a horizontal bar. This bar could stretch across the back of the phone. However, the standard iPhone 17 might keep its look. It could look very similar to the iPhone 16, with the familiar pill-shaped dual-lens camera bump. All new iPhone 17s might have easier-to-remove batteries. This would make repairs much simpler and maybe cheaper. Alright, let's dive into the iPhone 17 Air specifically. This model is shaping up to be pretty unique. The main headline here is its thinness. It's expected to be ultra-thin. Seriously, we're hearing numbers like 5.5 millimeters to 6.25 millimeters. That's nearly half as thick as an iPhone 16 Pro. Its thinnest point could even be just 5.5 millimeters. This would make it one of the thinnest smartphones ever. Being thin also means it should be very light. The target weight is rumored to be around 145 grams. That's quite light for a modern smartphone. On the back it will have a single lens camera. But this single lens will be a powerful 48 megapixel sensor, so it should still take some great photos. The camera bump will be centered on the back, and it will feature that new horizontal camera bar design. The iPhone 17 Air will still pack important features. It will include MagSafe for wireless charging. An action button is also expected, which is customizable. Plus, a dedicated camera control button for taking photos. These are features usually found on higher-end models. Now let's focus on the top-tier models. The iPhone 17 Pro and iPhone 17 Pro Max. These are usually where Apple puts its best tech. As mentioned, they might switch their frame material, moving from titanium, used in iPhone 15 and 16 Pros, back to an aluminum frame for the 17 Pro series. This could be for weight, cost, or a new finish. Some rumors even suggest a half aluminum, half glass back. This new material choice could improve durability. The camera bump on these Pro models is also changing. Expect a new rectangular camera housing. It might adopt a horizontal layout as well. Some reports say this bump could cover the entire width, with 3 cameras arranged in a triangular pattern. This would be a very bold design statement. The iPhone 17 Pro Max is noted to be 8.725 millimeters thick. When it comes to buttons, don't expect big changes. The layout of volume and power buttons should be familiar. The dynamic island notch on the Pro models is likely staying, so the front of the Pro models might look similar. These models are more about refining the experience. Okay, let's talk screens because they're getting better. All 4 iPhone 17 models are expected to get promotion. This is a big deal for the standard and Air models. Promotion means a 120 Hz adaptive refresh rate. This makes everything on screen look incredibly smooth, from scrolling web pages to playing games. It's a feature previously reserved for Pro models. So, smoother visuals for everyone is great news. All models will also use LTPO OLED display technology. LTPO stands for low temperature polycrystalline oxide. This technology is key for promotion's efficiency. It allows the refresh rate to go very low, down to 1 Hz when the screen is static. This helps save a lot of battery life. So, you get smooth visuals without a huge power drain, with LTPO always-on display functionality as possible, and it might come to all iPhone 17 models. This means you can see time and notifications at a glance, without fully waking up your phone. Screen sizes will vary across the lineup. The iPhone 17 Air is tipped to have a 6.6-inch display. Section 6. Better photos camera news for iPhone 17. Cameras are always a huge focus for new iPhones, and the iPhone 17 series looks set for major upgrades. Let's start with the front-facing camera. All 4 models are rumored to get a new 24-megapixel sensor. This is a nice jump from the current 12 megapixels. So your selfies and FaceTime calls will look sharper. More detail is always welcome for front cameras. This is a solid upgrade across the entire board. The iPhone 17 Air, with its slim design, will have one rear camera. But don't let that fool you, it's a good one. It's expected to be a 48-megapixel main camera. This should provide excellent photo quality for everyday shots. The standard iPhone 17 will feature a dual-lens rear system. This will likely include a wide and an ultra-wide camera. This setup offers more versatility for different scenes. So, the base models are still getting capable camera systems. Now for the Pro models, this is where things get exciting. The iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max will see big camera boosts. The Pro Max is rumored to feature 3 48-megapixel rear cameras. Yes, you heard that right. Wide, ultra-wide, and telephoto. This would be a massive upgrade for image detail and flexibility. Section 7. Faster than ever, performance and power. Under the hood, the iPhone 17 series will be a beast. Let's talk about the chips, the brains of the operation. The iPhone 17 and the new iPhone 17 Air. These models are likely to use a brand new A19 chip. This chip will be built on an upgraded 3nm process. Smaller process means more transistors, better speed and efficiency. So expect these phones to be noticeably faster, and also better on battery life thanks to the chip. The iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max will get something even more powerful. They are expected to feature the A19 Pro chip. This Pro version will likely have more GPU cores, and perhaps higher clock speeds for peak performance. So, gaming, video editing and heavy tasks will fly. Apple's Pro chips always push the boundaries. This ensures the Pro models are the fastest phones out there. The performance uplift should be significant. RAM is also getting an upgrade, which is important for multitasking. The Pro models, iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max, are expected to get 12 GB of RAM. This is up from previous generations for Pro models. More RAM means you can keep more apps open in the background, and switch between them more smoothly without reloads. Section 8. Staying connected, Wi-Fi, 5G and battery. Connectivity is crucial and Apple is making improvements here. The iPhone 17 Air might feature an Apple-designed 5G modem. This is a big step for Apple, bringing modem tech in-house. However, this first-gen modem might be limited. It's rumored to support sub-6 GHz 5G only, not the faster mmWave. This is still good for wide coverage, but not peak speeds. It's a start for Apple's own modem journey. We'll see how it performs in the real world. All iPhone 17 models are expected to include a custom Wi-Fi 7 chip. Wi-Fi 7 is the next generation of Wi-Fi technology. It offers faster speeds, lower latency, and better capacity. This means quicker downloads, smoother streaming, and better gaming, especially in crowded Wi-Fi environments. Bluetooth 5.3 is also expected across the lineup. This provides reliable connections for accessories, like AirPods, Apple Watch, and other Bluetooth devices. An interesting note for the iPhone 17 Air again. It might exclusively use eSIM technology. This means no physical SIM card slot. Many countries are adopting eSIM, so this makes sense. It simplifies device setup and allows for multiple numbers. Section 9. How much will it cost? And what's next? Alright, the big question, how much will these cost? Keep in mind, these are just early rumors and speculation. The iPhone 17 Air, the new thin model, could start at $899. This positions it above the standard model. The standard iPhone 17 might be priced at $799. This would be similar to previous base model pricing. So, the Air is a new, more premium, non-Pro option. These prices are for the US market, of course. The iPhone 17 Pro could start at $999. This has been the traditional starting point for Pro models. The iPhone 17 Pro Max will naturally be more expensive, however prices could potentially increase. Several factors can influence Apple's final pricing. Increased costs for components like more RAM or new displays. Tariffs and inflation also play a significant role. So, it's wise to budget for a possible slight bump. For some context, let's look at past launches. The iPhone 15 lineup was announced on September 12, 2023. The iPhone 16 lineup is expected around September 9, 2024. So, a September 2025 launch for iPhone 17 fits the pattern. Current iPhone 16 pricing starts around £799, $799, or 1,399 Australian dollars. Pro models go much higher, especially with more storage.